Welcome in. What do you say we go seed some more rice in a beaver swamp? But I'm very pleased. All the nooks and crannies where we jet sled it up in there, all flushing out really nicely. This is the absolute perfect condition for rice. Freshly drained, saturated, soupy mud. Brought to you in part by Deep River Sporting Clays. Safe, fun, family entertainment. And by these additional sponsors. Today's project is replanting a swamp where the water level stayed a little bit too high after we planted the rice. The water level didn't come down quick enough. We had a little bit of rain, stayed elevated. Well, those areas didn't seed out like we wanted. But fear not, I keep that thing on me. So I got a bag of rice, bag of Japanese millet. Gonna go in here and touch up some bare mudflat areas with hopes of getting some more food in there. It is middle of July, July 14th, so perfect time to be planting Japanese millet. A touch late for planting rice, but I still think we're in the window where it's worth a shot. So 50 pounds of rice, about 25 pounds of millet. Let's go see this swamp. And once these swamps drain down, they're not very deep, so you really don't need a deep wader. It's actually a lot cooler to run around in these low-rise waders, which I'm loving so much. Let me put them on here and I'll show you. You can see they don't come up quite as high. They stay right here around my belly. That way you don't have that wader across your chest making you hot when you just simply don't need to go that deep in the water. So these are uninsulated, so they're really light, breathable. They still have the insulated boot, which is actually much more comfortable for walking around in. Lug sole, a lot of traction. Of course, I got the belt here to make it nice and tight, and then the suspender top to keep them up on you. But you don't have that wader across your chest making you hot. Now I love these zip up waterproof pockets. Slide your phone in, zip it up. Nice and waterproof. I'm all suited up here. Let's go lug some rice and millet into the swamp. One of my workouts at the gym is carrying a 50-pound bag on my shoulder. This is why. So it's actually better than the drone made it seem. But you can see basically where the water level dropped. At some point, the rice was happy and could come up and survive. The other areas, it just stayed too deep for a little bit too long. This rice was planted a month ago, and look how tall and lush it is in here. First time this swamp has ever been successfully planted. We have got a lot of rice. All the green you see is a monoculture of rice. No other weeds, no competition. Scattered all out through here. So this is great news. Today, I just have to go out here in this mud flat and touch up some areas that were probably underwater just a touch too long. But I can tell the other side is just as green as this over here. So I stand corrected. We have got a bunch of rice in here. This will be the first year this swamp has ever been planted because in normal rainfall years, we just couldn't get the water level down. But this year, with the pipe we put in last year and the extended drought, we were able to get this water level down. And now that we've got rice up a foot to 18 inches tall, water can actually start coming back up on this. So even if we do start getting some more rain, the rice that's in here now should be just fine. The question will be, can we get the rice and millet we plant today up to maturity? This is the absolute perfect condition for rice. Freshly drained, saturated, soupy mud, sheet water, mud. Rice can actually sink down into it on its own. No weed or grass competition. You got hot summer days. The second this sun pops out, this is sitting in moisture with no competition. This rice will be jumping up in no time. It'll probably germinate in less than a day. Absolute perfect conditions in here. But it shows you can see the rice line from basically wherever the water dropped off too slow, that's where it ended. That rice seeded into deep water simply did not work out. This rice has to have a mud flat or exposure to air within about a week of planting. You just don't get a whole lot of success with this rice in deep water. And I'm very pleased to report the cattle panel fencing we put up to protect our breach and pipe here is working fantastic. The beavers started putting a little bit of mud up here on it, but practically gave up. I think once the water stopped flowing from the drought, the beavers just kind of gave up on it. There's no water moving. So for right now, we have basically an untouched fence, no mud pack around it, no obstructions. You see the water in the pipe. That is dictated by the downstream elevations below us. So this is in fact the lowest we can get it. But most of this swamp is drained out dry enough to plant. The ducks can still come and go. Little ones can still feed. You still have some habitat for the ducks. Even if they start migrating early, teal and things. There's a bunch of duckweed in here. Ducks do eat duckweed. So leaving some water is always a good thing, not to have it completely dried out. But rice is tough to beat in these environments. It's very forgiving. It can withstand water level fluctuations. It can grow really soupy and muddy, all the way up to fairly dry soil. If it gets too dry, it will burn the rice up. But these beaver swamps is what it's made for. July 14th, we've got a lot of green in here from the planting a month ago, and now we have seeded out the remaining mud flats that are now exposed. Water level down, no beaver activity. I think we're sitting pretty good going in the middle part of July. This one was the one we started last year and could not get under control because of all the rain. This year, I think we're off to a much better start. We were never able to get germination and rice growth last year, and this year we're already up to about 12 to 18 inches. So looking really good. Until those next videos, we'll appreciate you guys watching. God bless and take care.